What's up, guys? It's been a while, so I got some stuff to show you. Finally got the motor all set up and in the Ranger for one of the last times, hopefully. Lens is dirty. Alright, so we got well, I guess since I did this by myself, motors in, motor mounts are welded. Let me show you. Gotta have bags, trash bags over it, keep it all nice and clean. So now that you guys seen that, I'm sure you're wondering, Jason, how did you get to that part where you welded everything in? You didn't show us. Well, let's go back. Before we go back, pretty stoked on this part. Check it. Look at that nice fresh paint. Nice and shiny. Except for that. Nailed the motor when I was putting it in. It was like raining, misting, raining, dark. Just driving the motor in by braille, basically. But so let's go back to the beginning before I welded all this in. Let's go. So I would like to mention one thing. As you can see, the motor is level side to side, and we got it centered between the frame, and then we also have the tail shaft on the Turbo 400 centered between the frame. It's centered but not perfect, but I'm not trying to get that crazy. So I did the best I can. It is what it is. It's not going to be super off like that. Like, that's not what we want. So I got it as close to dead as I can get it straight, but frame's changing throughout here. Like, this part of the frame's skinnier than this side. This side of the frame actually like pops up and out. This frame just goes straight. So it's hard to say what is exactly middle, but eyeball, took tape measure, I got it as best as I can get it. And then now we're going to build motor mounts. So here are the motor mounts Mike James made from James Way Off-Road. We're going to make essentially this today. But this stuff's kind of flimsy. I'm going to try to remake it out of poster board. It'll be a little sturdier and more, I feel like, accurate than this stuff. So our headers that we bought fit on the block in between the frame, but this the flange part is still hitting on the firewall. So we are gonna cut the rest of this side of the firewall out since there's nothing we want or need on this side. On the other side we still have the brake, gas pedal, steering column, and booster. I really don't want to have to try to remount any of that stuff, so I'm gonna leave that side of the firewall. I cut as far as I could over, and I'm gonna leave it because I really don't want to mess around with that stuff. Just finished cutting the firewall out, and now we are going to build the motor mounts for the cross member side. James Way Off-Road already made motor mounts for the motor side, so we're gonna make some for the frame side. We'll start taking measurements and figuring all that out. There it is. Lower motor mounts are done. Alright, so we got motor mounts made. Our buddy Cody, Formula Factory Fab, he cut them out. He tacked them together. I put them in, mocked them up on the motor. They fit. So now we need to just weld them, and then we'll start on doing the trans mount. I'm going to show you guys some shots of the motor mounts in the frame. So we'll go to that. So finally got a welder, thanks to Cody over at Formula Fab. I'm gonna start tacking up the motor mounts. Once the motor mounts are tacked up, I'm gonna pull the motor out, and then we're gonna weld it, all the motor mounts completely up, and then weld everything to the frame. Alright, since you've seen where I'm at and what I did, I think I'm going to call this a wrap on this episode. Stay tuned. Next up, I'm going to do the trans mount and then the firewall. It's freaking mosquito hour, bug hour. I don't know if you see them flying around me, but they're attacking. So stay tuned. Make sure to smash that subscribe button. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. On episode 3, I think I'm gonna try to focus on doing firewall and trans mount for that one. And then after that, it's really all just bolt-on parts. It's gonna be dope. See you guys there. Fucking mosquitoes.